the ins and outs of bracket racing and index racing and different classes and pro tree and sportsman tree and all that type of stuff. And that's what helps bring in other racers. So a lot of our racers here locally in the Central VA, they're also guys that race with me in the wintertime racing slot cars, and they're also guys who race big cars. So it's kind of like a drag racer community. And I already knew a lot of those people, so that definitely helps. So yeah, I'll shut up now.
That's what's up. But like I said, we appreciate all three of y'all because on any given weekend we got somewhere to go, and that's one of the most important things. Like you said, stability is what keeps you going. So, yep. Um, I want to throw something out there for you real quick, and then we'll jump with some more of that foam tie stuff we eat. But the VXL class, what do you guys really think? Is it harder or like I'm not gonna say it's harder than outlaw. Outlaw is outlaw, right? But when you
It's
put
harder than outlaw.
Yeah, I would
really,
say it can be harder or as equally hard. Outlaw's got its challenges with prep and figuring out the right combo, the right heat, all that. The VXL is very finicky, and it's this season has felt kind of like a couple years ago when we were popping ESCs left and right, because I've popped quite a few VXL ESCs this season testing, because that's a part of it. You're trying to figure out what that magic combo is. So it's not like it's cheaper per se, but you've got to have your suspension on point, your gearing on point, your balance. Everything has to be just right. You can't mask it with more prep. You can't mask it with more boost and turbo. You can't do that stuff. Like, you've got to have the car set up really well. So it's very difficult. I wouldn't say move to Outlaw VXL if you're frustrated with Outlaw because you think it might be easier. No, it's an equal set of challenges sitting in front of you there, but it's a ton of fun.
It's kind of, so going back like to the real drag racing, Outlaw is pro mod, VXL is pro stock. You know what I mean? That's kind of
okay.
So VXL is 6 foot. If you don't 6 foot in a VXL, it's over. Where an outlaw car, if you don't 6 foot hard, you still got power, boost, turbo, all that to make up, half track on. VXL car is 6 foot. If you don't 6 foot, you don't have a shot.
You won't catch them on the back.
That's the hard part.
Okay.
You know what I mean? That's the hard part with VXL.
I mean, you're still pulling 60 some miles an hour.
I've been 68 mile an hour with my Outlaw VXL.
I mean, so you're getting some speed out of it. You don't have that back end push.
Right.
No turbo.
There's nothing.
Yeah.
I mean, you have what you have on your chassis as far as motor, ESC. That's it. I mean, there's nothing you can do to it. You know what I mean? So
I will say, once you get the combo kind of figured out, the between round stuff is much nicer, because the prepping of the tires, all that's so much quicker.
Yeah.
Charge a battery, clean the tires, you're ready to go.
That's it.
Okay.
Yep.
All good answers. Okay. Now, E. So you guys started it's not the Bandit class. You guys call it two-wheel. What?
It's called two-wheel. Well, I mean, it's the same thing. Some people call it Bandit. Some people call it two-wheel drive transmission, because really started calling it two-wheel drive transmission, or referring to it more, not calling it, referring to it more with that, because you have Bandits that are kind of like pro mod Bandits. They call them super Bandits, where they have like direct drives in the back and stuff like that. And, people then kind of morph them into different things or whatever. So at the beginning it was Bandits for two-wheel drives, but now it's we refer to it as two-wheel drive transmission, or two-wheel drive Outlaw.
Okay, so basically you can take an Outlaw car, put foam tires on the back, and run it that way.
Yep.
Okay.
Good to go. So all you gotta do is swap the rubbers for the foam, and you in the two-wheel drive Bandit transmission class. Yep.
Yeah, you go, Lucas. Barney got it.
Adapter. These are just regular 7-scale foam tires with an adapter.
So what kind of times y'all seeing, E? What are we looking at time-wise?
Well, we're looking at like I think the fastest band that I've heard of or seen was like a 1.4. I want to say it was like a 1.45 or something like that. 1.44. I can't remember off the top of my head. I know it was a mid 1.4. There may be guys that's faster out there. I've seen a few bandits in the last or two-wheel drive transmission cars in the last month or so that's been kind of quick. But I haven't seen their time slips or nothing like that. But actually, there's a site that we have as well on the foam tire side that records the records and stuff like that. We actually just had the E-Slide class added to the record keeping Facebook page that we have. My man Mo Coach out of Florida, he's the one that created the record book on Facebook for us. So we utilize that. But I want to go back to something real quick before we kind of dive into that. I think it was like the question that Luca y'all asked earlier, and Lucas had kind of went in and talked about. I know like we all three of us have different like focuses for our programs, and I think that's very important because it's going to demonstrate a sense of diversity amongst like what we're doing within the DMV area, right? I know like Luke and Brad are more localized as far as like them having their races at their tracks, and I do a lot more traveling within the DMV to host races. But like for me, to Luke's point, like I run a mass variety of different classes because my focus has always been in Drew and Petway. Y'all can all attest to this. My focus since 2017 has always been to try to give as many people a place to race as possible, right? Yep. The balance in that is though, like you have like the SE, outlaw cars, and you have the dry tires. You have your VXL stuff, and then you have like your 7 scale and your 10 scales and, your 2-wheel drive transmissions. A lot of times for individuals who don't understand how all those things can correlate, people don't really get how we can make it all work together. And I think sometimes us as race hosts, and I'm not specifically talking about Brad or Luke, I'm talking about race hosts in general, like on both sides, rubber tire and foam tire. I think we missed the mark sometimes with promoting each other's races and pushing people to support because we don't specifically don't run or promote a certain class or type of racing, right? Like 3-4 years ago, 757 started a 220 index class. When we first, actually it was 2019, and when we first started that class, everybody was looking at us like we was crazy, like, why 220? Like, why on the pro tree? Why this, why that? And the focus was really to promote racing and give everybody an opportunity to participate without having to spend a whole lot of money. You don't have to be too fast, but you don't have to be too slow. And I would tell Luke and Brad, like, I'm super excited that, y'all jumped in and really helped promote the 220 index stuff because that's a whole different style of racing, but it's fun. It's fun. It's inexpensive. You ain't gotta be the wily old vet to know what you're doing. Like it's a really dope class, man. And then on top of that, all three of our programs run bracket. So and I'm pointing all this out because for some people who's viewing, they may not know this. You know what I'm saying? Like Brad, Luke, and I, we all run bracket. Brad, Luke, and I, we all run 220 index, right? Like we have classes that everybody can participate in. Like eventually, like the 2-wheel drive transmission class, a lot of I know SE guys are going to throw some foam tires. I've already seen them. They've already been calling me, throw some foam tires in there. That's 3 classes, what I'm saying, that I run with the program with my team 757 that is a weekend worth of racing, and now we got the E-Slide class as well. And for, the rubber tire guys, y'all know that's inexpensive, it's fun. I hopefully in the future sometime maybe we can get Brad and Luke, to throw some E-Slide races. So I can come. I
got one. I built one. I just can't get the thing to run worth a crap.
Hey, it's so crazy because even before I came on this today, there was 7 people in my inbox that sent me pictures. Like 3 guys from Florida, a guy from Texas, from Mississippi, that have built E-Slides, and they're supposed to be coming to the September 13th and 14th race, which is going to be down in Smithfield, North Carolina, in September. So the class is growing, man, and it's a really fun and expensive, cheap class. You could probably build an e-slide if you bought everything brand new, like everything brand new that you want. You're not going to spend more than $500 on a full, ready to go, brand new car. You know what I'm saying? And when you look at like SE heads up cars, when you look at like the 7 scales, when you look at like even 10 scales, you're looking at $1,200, $1,300, $1,800 to build a car. You could build 2 or 3 e-slides for that price, and you probably ain't never gonna break anything, unless you just hit a wall head on or something like that. But I just pride myself, man, and my team as well on providing a place for everybody that we all can coexist. And it does take a little bit of thought process with what you want to run first, like the classes, to kind of keep the integrity of the ground and stuff like that. But I enjoy going to Brad's spot. I enjoy going to Luke's spot. I done been to Brad's spot twice this year. I done been to Luke's spot twice this year. So I'm trying to make sure I support everybody and make sure that I'm not just saying, hey, I'm sticking in my own box. I'm trying to get outside the box and make sure that I show y'all some love too, man. So.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
All right, Brad, take it away.
As far as change, like for us, I don't see nothing crazy. I mean, we have our main classes, Outlaw, VXL, 220, 350 bracket. That's like our main, we get pretty good turn. SEs, every week's hit or miss as far as car count, but it's been getting better and better. One thing I've been trying to do pretty much kind of mid last year and then this year is trying to come up with different new classes. You know what I mean? Just see what sticks. I'm trying to do it. So I know a lot of guys have parts, leftover stuff laying around the house. They could slap a car together. So we did this cheap street class, trying to get that going. Basically, it's your brushless 12-turn stuff, which used to be popular when all this started. I know Gabe and all the guys up north ran. I'm pretty sure, Drew, you guys ran it down south at y'all's spot. And it was a good little class, so we figured, throw that together. You know what I mean? Something different. An easier heads up. It's easier than VXL, but it's still kind of hard. You know what I mean? You got to still tune some stuff, but it's so that we did the 4-wheel drive truck stuff. Everybody has a 4-wheel drive slash. I kind of came up with that. When you watch Cletus and all these 4-wheel drive, they do the back halves of tracks and stuff like that with the 4-wheel drive F-150s and Cletus.
Them Ford guys, stuff. Yeah, let's put that out there.
I'm like, man, that's cool. You know what I mean? They look badass.
Yeah, we are not on here for that.
Try that. And then the dragsters are really taking off now. At the beginning of the year, I thought it was going to be awesome. You know what I mean? And we did the 220 top dragster, and a lot of people weren't signing up for it. And I'm like, uh-oh. But there was a lot of dragsters here. So I think it just took most of this year for everybody to figure them out, how to get them fast. Now I know we got a good handful that are in the 180s already. So
yeah, he scared them off. He's sitting over there with that shit-eating grin on his face, right beside you.
So that might, we're definitely going to do a dragster shootout race this year. It'll be a class. And maybe next year make that a full-time deal. I don't know. We'll see. I just like trying to come up with different stuff. You know what I mean? Like Luke said and he said, trying to get everybody involved, give them something to race when they come here. I mean, you got brackets. Obviously, anybody, any type car can race bracket, but some people like heads up stuff but don't want to go that outlaw style and the VXL and all that. Just something cool, something different. That's what I'm always trying to come up with. My brain's running 24/7. I'm on Facebook. I look at E stuff, look at Luke stuff, look at race results, you know what I mean? Through the country, seeing what's hot. Like pro stock right now is real big. It was. I don't know how big if it's going to continue with Gary gone. I would like to try the pro stock stuff here maybe. You know what I mean? Next year. Just try different stuff. But like I said, our main stuff is SE, Outlaw, VXL, 220, Index, 350 Index, and bracket. That'll be every race.
So here's something that I want y'all three. I know Lucas had to step away to say goodnight to his daughter, but here's something I want to know what y'all seen from the beginning of the season to now. have y'all seen more racers coming out, or have you seen less? And I guess what I'm asking is basically the state of the hobby. What are you seeing?
So our last race, we had 143 entries, total entries. So that's pretty good.
Yeah.
So
hey Brad, when you say entries, are you adding up all the entries from every class?
yes, that's all. That's double entry and bracket, everything. Yes. So at the beginning of the year, like SE was kind of, you know what I mean? And it's gradually picking back up now. That's why I started doing the A, B brackets to try to get the pot up a little more, racing, $4,000 cars for a couple $100, you know what I mean? And I think it's picking up.
Cool.
We've had some guys leave, but new guys show up. So, you know what I mean? It's all kind of equaling out. We've been pretty good this year.
Stop.
Except for the 2 rainouts we had, which
That's it.
The rain's been hard this year.
It has.
Lucas, I asked him about the state of the hobby and what they've seen from the beginning of the season to now, and Tamon's going to answer, and then I want you to go ahead and answer if you don't mind chiming in.
Yeah, I think for us, we've seen pretty consistent results. The only race that was kind of in my mind below standards that we normally see is the bracket race that we had in Chrisfield. I think the thing about some individuals that asked me about bringing a big money bracket race, right? But the thing about it was, I think by the time we got to it, people started getting burnt out with some of the class fees and stuff like that. Because that's something that I see has been impacting more so on the foam tire side than like you all side. But like people were asking for, larger pots, and we gave them different ways to get the pot, right? And the most of the votes came from, raise the class fee and allow, double entry, and some classes like the bracket we allow like up to 4. But I think like with things going on in like the economy and different stuff that happened or whatever, the first 2 or 3 months of the year, a lot of changes just period in life, man, and a lot of changes that everybody's just kind of experiencing. It didn't really make it for a feasible race from a class perspective, because those class fees on that race, they were all like $100, like for 2 entries, like $200 for 4 entries, $100 for an entry for 1, you know what I'm saying? So it was kind of like a big money race, and we had a decent crowd, but it wasn't the crowd that I would like to have. We normally have anywhere from an entry standpoint, anywhere from about 120 to about 165, 170 across all of the classes. Like, for example, our 7-scale class alone back in July had 89 entries, and then our bracket class had like a total of like 55. I mean, so you're looking at 140 right there, and that wasn't even counting like the other 4 or 5 classes. So we was up to about 200 in July and close to about maybe 200 again in April, and like in May we was at like 88 or 90. So like consider in comparison to the other races that we've had, that was that. Brad, I know you remember when we went to we came up to Maryland. I think it was about 4 years ago, right? And all y'all came over to the
Brady line up in Brady.
We had 255 entries in that race.
Yes, it was
what I'm saying? So I mean, the bracket race had 66, and I think the SE class alone had like 68, and these were single entry classes. Yeah. So when you ask like, have we seen like participation decrease? I think to Brad's point, we've had a lot of people leave the hobby, and we've had some people come in. Are we seeing numbers like from like 2020, 2021, 2022? I don't believe so. Even all the races I go to, I don't see any crowds anywhere close to the 2020, 21, 22 crowds. But I still think we have some good participation, man. We just gotta help promote, each other's stuff. And I think most importantly, I would like to continue to work with. I know I reached out to Brad and Luke, on scheduling and stuff like that. I would like to continue to work with you two to try to do the best we can for like our larger races. To try to stand clear and promote each other's larger races. I know, Brad, you have a lot more races that you conduct than I do. I done cut mine down to 4, man. I'm tired, bro.
Yeah.
I done cut
It's
mine.
going my second year doing
Man, I
it.
done cut mine down to 4, man. I'm tired, man. So like, I only got 4 races the whole year with my team, man. So if we can have a little clarity there, that'd be great. I understand we're gonna clash here and there, but and the same thing with Luke, and I think the biggest thing for the pitcher is when we don't clash with each other, it allows us to go support one another. That's the reason why I've been able to come up to SoMod 2 times this year and the Luke's 2 times this year, because it hasn't been a clash. So I want to thank y'all for working with me when I reach out to y'all, and just thank y'all overall for everything that y'all doing, man, for the hobby, for real.
Yeah, you gotta watch Brad though. He'll flop on you in a minute. Anyway,
Hey, you see how he throws shots in the middle? But go ahead, Lucas.
I think Damon pretty much nailed it. This year's been a little different season for us racing, just because I've had a lot of stuff going on personally with my son graduating high school and lots of stuff happening in May. So that kind of offset us starting our season, later in the year. But our first race of the year in May, we had 42 racers on site for a local race. And, that's for something local, I think is really good. That's on par with what we've seen in the previous years. And so, I think it's been good. Brad's had a good turnout. We have a lot of guys here locally that I encourage to go up to his races. Same thing with Damon's races. So yeah, I think it's been pretty consistent. It's not 2020, 2021 like Damon said, but for local stuff, and when I compare it to national races, the turnout's pretty daggone good.
Yep.
I believe it. I got a question for all 3 of y'all. All right. Here's the thing. Now, back in those days, yes, I get it. There was a lot more interest. It was new. But to me, one of the things that actually made it really fun, and I know you guys don't like them, but point series races. For me personally,
I don't like it.
Well, we don't have any more. That's all I'm saying. We don't, the consensus is, it put pressure on racers to try to be at these events at all times because they wanted to compete. Yeah. Which that happens. That's not on you guys. That's on, okay, if you got something to do and you choose to go racing, you can't blame the race director. You got, that you have to make your decision. But basically what I'm saying is, to me, the point series or series that you guys ran was exceptional. And that was like, when you race, you want to win something. At least I do. You want to work towards something.
Drew, let me play devil's advocate there. I know you say that, but let's look back at the Clash.
Okay.
They started off doing that, correct?
I couldn't hear you. They saw what?
They started off doing that.
Doing point series? Yes.
Yeah. And then what happened? They got away from it.
They got away from it.
Okay. Mm-hmm. And I think a lot of people, that's why they changed it, to my understanding, was a lot of people didn't want to do the point series. They felt more stressed. Lucas, you was involved in that. What was the deal on the point thing for the Clash?
For the Clash, I don't know. It wasn't really stressful for me. I know what Drew's saying. Like, I definitely heard some frustration from racers, but I enjoy racing so much that it was more opportunities to race somewhere every weekend. So I never really had many issues with the Clash. And speaking outside of that, there's just point series in general. We did what I call limited street, which is different than what Brad calls limited street, but that's, I guess, nationally, or what do you want to call it? It's more pro stock, which is your stock tub, stock system. We did a point series in that class, I don't know, 4 years ago. That was really popular. And then One year we had a class called Bean Street, which was basically outlaw VXL, but without a wheelie bar, and you couldn't run a pro mod body. So like your Novas and stuff like that, your more street looking cars. And that was between us and the Richmond group, the 804 group. And that was a very big success. I think we had an average of 30 entries or so every single race between us
about
and
25.
Yeah, it was really
like
good. It was
25.
very tight competitive racing too. So,
Well, I would say this. I discontinued my point series because we were like the trendsetter of point series. You know what I'm saying? We started the point series back in 2017, and it got to a point like, and I think Drew and some of the 804 guys, some of our DMV Outlaw guys, like when we first started the point series, it was really to take racing to different areas that people hadn't seen of that type, right? At that time, the reality was nobody was doing what we were doing to the level that we was doing it at, with the pro tree, traveling to different areas, setting up these races, and it just wasn't. It didn't happen. Point series really didn't start coming into play until Street Eliminators start hitting the scene, and then you start seeing different clubs have different race series, and then point series started coming, and then the class thing came about. And for me, in an unselfish way, I kind of like, all right, I'm a little burnt out with the point series thing, even though I can continue to keep doing it. But on the same token, I understand and respect that there is a lot more racing that's out there. There's other series out there that people that have been supporting myself in 757 for 7 to 8 years, in an unselfish way, on top of me being a little tired, I'm like, look, I'm gonna peel back a little bit to give not only my team, but also other people opportunities to go other places and race, and don't feel like they're obligated or feel like they're stressed out because they feel they have to come and support what I'm doing. And I'm gonna be honest with you, just speaking like reality wise, I don't feel like a lot of our race hosts take that into consideration. I feel like a lot of race hosts, and I probably can get some slack for this, is what it is. I don't care. You can inbox me, do whatever you want to do. But I think a lot of race hosts right now are more concerned with lining their pockets than they're concerned with providing the atmosphere and the experience for the racers. At the end of the day, if the racers don't show up, you don't got a race. On the side of my trailer, it says Misunderstood Racing Dragway. It's not an experience, it's the experience. And, a lot of individuals have, taken things from that. A lot of individuals have copied some of the stuff that we're doing. And some people have taken things and kind of made it their own. But, we were trendsetters when it came to the point series thing. And the way that you help everybody else grow is to not try to make people feel like you're the only game in town, and to try to make people feel like they're obligated to just be at your events and not support others. So that's another reason why I pull back and my team pull back from the point series, so that we can give other individuals an opportunity with a clear mind to go do other things they've been wanting to do for years.
Okay, so we're saying, and I get it, because it's hard if there's a couple of point series going on and they fall on the same date. Now you have to choose which one you have to go to. So I get that. I understand that, and that makes great sense. Okay, Brad?
I've never been in a point series, never, you know what I mean? Maybe it's something you can do, like a 6 race or a 5 race points. Luke will have the first one, in April. Maybe we could do the second one here in May. And 804E can do, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I like do a DMV points, you know what I mean? Instead of just a local track points thing. I don't know. I've never done it. I've never messed with it. So I'm kind of lost on it.
Brad, I have brought that up about 5 months ago, and I honestly think it can work. And I'm going to tell you how I think it can work real quick so I can give you your time, right? I don't think we would have to change any of the things that we're doing right now. We would just have to designate which month would be a part of the point series. So like you can still do your whole thing. I can still do my whole thing, Luke as well. But we can say, hey, on these dates, these are the point series for, SOMOD that go towards whatever the whole series name is. on these dates, here are the point series races that you're going to earn points in bracket or 220 for Luke's races. And then here are the dates that you can earn points at the 757, extravaganza racing. And it might be a total of 6 races the whole year. But it'll allow us to keep doing what we're doing without disruption. It just gives the racers that opportunity and option, like Drew said. If you do want to participate in the point series, then you have the option to do so without inconveniencing or changing your whole program.
Right.
At 6 races, that'll be 2 races at each spot. Right?
Yep. I mean, or we can do 9. We can do 9 and throw out a race. You know what I'm saying? It's whatever the number would be, but it wouldn't require us to change everything that we're specifically doing with our programs. It would just be a matter of fact of whether or not you want to be a part of it or not. That's what it really come down to, whether or not you want to do it or not. It doesn't require you to do anything but to make sure we track the points for your specific race, and that's it.
I'm game.
I think bracket racing is perfect for that.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what class would we do it in?
I think everybody runs 220 and everybody runs bracket.
Bracket and 220 is what I had in my head. That would be killer. And you could have one big race at the end of the season.
At the end of the season, right?
Is
That'd be dope.
the championship for that plus other stuff.
I'd say 220 over bracket.
Do both.
No, well, Brian doesn't like brackets. Just do both.
What's so awesome with both those classes, you literally can run the same car in both classes. You run 220 on a pro tree, take the same car and run 220 in bracket. Dial it 218, 219.
218.
And most people want at least 2 classes. If they're going to travel, they at least want 2 classes to run in.
I would say 3, but that's just me.
At a minimum. At a
minimum 2 classes. 3 would be right on it. And
if we can align the stars, the local airport, the guy that runs it, he wants to host an event there. He wants me to get the right people involved and have a big event there. It's the entire airport, like not just a piece of it, the whole thing.
And
if I remember right, Lucas, didn't you say you do one way, you do rubber tire, the other way?
What I'd like to do is actually have 4 lanes and have 2 tracks set up. One that's a foam tire, foam prep track, and beside it is 2 more lanes. That's rubber tire prep track, or dry tire, whatever. We know that the foam tire prep and the rubber tire prep sometimes doesn't always mix quite well. And you could be having kind of, he could be running a foam tire race and the rubber tire guys are in between rounds. And then while the foam tire guys are in between rounds, we're running the rubber tire. You could do all kinds of stuff with that, but that still takes some more planning and
you were trying to do like a Vegas or Charlotte kind of thing where you have all 4 racing at the same time.
You got the space to have 1,000 people there.
I mean, we got the 3 biggest tracks on the East Coast. So if anybody can get it done, it'll be y'all. Like I said, it don't have to be heads up stuff like fast stuff. But I agree. If you run a bracket race in 220, and I have to throw this out there for Preston, because Preston will piss a fit if you let the daggone rails run with the daggone bracket car.
What is that? Dude, why does he hate those dragsters so much? I saw his comment on Brad's post last week. I was like, damn, Preston.
He can't stand it.
Isn't he buying one?
No.
He did say he wanted to buy one. He did say if John, because John's selling one of his. Yeah. So Grumpy's selling one of his. He said, I might buy that.
I thought that's what I read.
If he buy it, he ain't going to do nothing but break it. That man told me personally, he said, I will break every last one of them. I'm going to get them kicked out of here. I said, what are you talking about? He said, y'all keep racing them. I'm going to run my car right into it. I said, Preston. I'm running right into it.
Like doing the
if he hate them Jacksons, he really don't hate them E-slide cars.
Hey Lucas, we did a back in 2019, I think we had 2 porta tree timing systems set up side by side in the parking lot here in Chesapeake. It was pretty dope, man. You know what I'm saying? We rotated. Back and forth, like we was running different things. Like at that time, we was doing like one track would be a test and tune track, and then the other track would be just the racing or whatever. And that's how we did it.
That spot too is big enough that the tracks can be opposing each other, cars running opposite directions.
As well. That's what a couple of years back, Billy up at 410, Billy and Gabe did that at Billy's spot. Billy ran all heads up shit this way, and Gabe did bracket that way.
Yeah.
It was pretty neat.
I just think it'd be a cool event to have all the foam tire guys, all the rubber tire guys, everybody all together all at once to kind of to share, their cars, their setups, their passion per se, and that brings more guys in both directions, and just grows things in general. But the key is that there's a good mix of stuff here. If you guys are going to listen to everybody talk, like we're talking about dragsters, we're talking about bracket racing, we're talking about index racing. This show's not just about some national outlaw race. This is about a lot of fun local DMV area racing that can happen everywhere in the country. And the key is just to have some consistent clubs. It can be 5 guys, and if you're having fun, more people are going to want to come join in on that fun. What I'd like to see is as things, kind of, I'll say, are reborn per se, is kind of some regional stuff. Like you got the DMV area and Southeast area, Northeast, and the West Coast stuff, and middle of the country, all these different regions, and there's only one national race at the end of the year where all of these regions and all these clubs converge somewhere in the middle of the country for one big race. Like for slot car stuff, it's called the Slot Car Million. Benny, you've been there.
Yeah.
It was in Tennessee a couple years ago. We went to it. It was 4 solid days of slot car racing, all day and all night. Basically, it was a lot of endurance required there, and it was people from all over the country. It's the only race of its kind. It's called the Slot Car Million. It's very expensive. It's like $500 to enter, and it's the best of the best. And it's super tight, super tough racing. That's what I'd like to see things move towards, is focus on local, and then from local, regional, and from regional, one big national race.
And that was bracket racing though, right?
Yep.
Okay.
The pot for that race was what, $27,000, Benny?
I thought it was 25. It might have been 27,000. Yeah.
Yep.
That's my goal, is to have a big national bracket race.
Yep.
I'm trying to find a spot. That's my goal. I'm trying to find a spot, kind of where we're at, maybe a little closer to DC, or what I mean, for airport stuff. Yeah. There's no good spot down there to race yet. That's
man, it's getting hard to find spots to race, period.
That spot down there isn't that great. Now, so word on the street, he's supposed to be repaving. I was going to talk to him. I know the manager of MIR. We actually raced with him in the winter up here at Minimus indoors. So I don't know. That was my goal, to try to do a big national bracket race. You know what I mean?
He said at Gary Rose race, because Gary was telling me that he was thinking about just making a dedicated RC track.
Right.
He was,
because he liked what we were doing, and he was like, if these guys come in and pay track fee, you can set up a race and run.
Here's the thing though. Are you going to pay $30 to get into the track?
And then
pay me another track fee. That's the hard part to all this.
But Brad, I would
try to keep it cheap to do it. If not, it's gone.
But Brad, I would pay that.
You know what I mean?
Well,
a nice facility.
Let's talk the flip side. Exactly, Vinny. So I've seen people online for these other events across the country that are being held at drag strips, and they're confused because they're paying the gate fee to get in the drag strip, and then they're having to pay the track fee to the RC race that they're going to, and it just shows that they haven't really been to drag racing much, like big car drag racing. Like you're paying to go into that facility, into the track. Like our local track before it closed, Eastside Speedway, you paid to get in the gate, and then if you want to get into the pits, you had to pay even more to get into the pit area. You're paying to get into that facility. That means you've got nicer bathrooms, you've got concession stands, you got big car racing that you're watching, you got access to a whole lot of stuff. That's what you're paying for. Separately, while you're there for that experience, there's another experience, which is the RC racing. So I think people need to flip how they're looking at some of that stuff. Yeah, it could get expensive, but if it's a national event or a big event, I'd say just chuck $5 in a jar every week for a couple weeks, and you're covered. For 6 weeks, you're good to go. There you go.
Hey, I would say this, y'all. The reality, though, on some real talk, it's hard out here at this moment in time when it comes to people's finances. Like, even if you look at the guys on this screen, we've been pretty fortunate. if we wasn't fortunate, we wouldn't have been in the game for so long. You know what I'm saying? I done known
That's true.
Drew since like 2016. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
15, 16.
2015. Like only reason we're still here is because we can afford to do it. But it's easy for us to say, and I agree with you saying, Luke. But I'm just saying, like, it's easy for us to say, you know, look at everything you're getting and you know the what you're paying for. But for the average RC person, man, like they just can't afford it, man. And it's like,
Yeah, and it's
you
not an
spend-
every week thing either. It's a one time a year deal, like one
Yeah.
event. That's all I'm saying is a one event deal.
Look, y'all can fix it, man. Y'all when y'all get off here, maybe tomorrow, maybe next week, y'all talk about this, man. Because I'm telling you, here's what I came up with. I just sat here and I just came up with this. Okay, I'm talented like that, and I love you guys. But we talking. Look, this is what we talking, right? Check it out. Just hear me out. Hear me out. 220 bracket racing and E-slide. None of them require glue. None of
Are
them
you talking
require
about
glue.
for the point series or a big
Yes,
race?
the point series.
Drew's still on the points.
everybody,
No.
but they don't run the E-slide class at the moment though.
E. That's
Y'all
what
missing
we
out.
said.
Y'all missing out on the E-slide class, man. I ain't even
Look,
trying to be funny.
Let me tell
Like-
you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get on the phone with Brad. I'm gonna
Oh,
talk to
man.
Brad because Brad gonna come up with some shit that's just gonna blow everybody's mind. Right? I remember 3 years ago. That first 6400 Castle motor came out. I went over there. I talked to Brad. Brad said that's gonna change the world. I said, Brad, how you figure that? It's gonna change the world. That's exactly what he said, right? He said it's gonna change bracket racing. I mean, heads up racing. Nobody bought that motor for almost 8 months. Then that dude, where was he at? England, Australia, dropped that 189. You could not find a motor for damn near 8 months after that. They were buying them 5 and 6 at a time because he dropped a 189 and he put it up there. See, y'all, people like, I don't remember that. He did. That nobody was buying it. He put it on the screen. I dropped the 189. He put the gearing up there, and then the wheels start turning. Then everybody had one.
Hey, look, well, I'm gonna tell you this: we got clubs in Florida, clubs in South Carolina, North Carolina, and Virginia that's all hosting E-slide races now. Like real talk, man. Just 6-7 months, like, and it keeps growing. You know what I'm saying? So it's a fun class, man. It takes the race host to promote it so that you can get your first 4 or 5 people to build their cars, and then when they see the cars come down the track, man, they like, wow, them little things look kind of cool. I mean, even like you, Brad, like there's been a couple times I've been up at your spot and you be like, E, is that the E-slide? I be like, yeah, man. And it's just like no stress. Like somebody, I forgot my man's name, but he put a comment in here and he said stress-free racing. Like we call that in bracket racing, no stress racing.
That's
Team
it.
NSR. And right that way. Team NSR, no stress racing, and it's cheap, man. Like all you need is your toolbox, little small toolbox that Luke and went and bought like 8,000 of them from the store last year. All you need is that little toolbox, your car, your remote, and your charger. And, you can put it all in the book bag, and you ain't got to do nothing else in the table. That's it. So but I think the bracket and the 220, that's something we can talk about, man. But that E-slide thing is taking off, man.
So
go ahead.
now I was gonna do one of our last races coming up whenever. I was kind of thinking of we'll do our main classes. We'll do SE 220 350 bracket. Then I was thinking about putting it out there to everybody. It's y'all's chance to make up a class. Whatever class you want to throw together for this race, no bar, E-slide, put it up. Let the racers decide the other 2 classes we're going to run that day. You know what I mean? Try to see something else to see if it'll stick. If it's a new style class out there, if everybody gets on the E-slide class. Something like that, let the racers decide. You know what I mean? Let them come up with whatever they want to run. Because everybody wants to run no bar here again. Like everybody.
Let's do that. Bring that back.
I'm like, I don't know. But they still want it no time. And I'm like, man, that was stressful. That no time crap. because as soon as somebody would make a good hit, they'd go tell their buddy, and then the buddy would tell that, and then it got out there. So
It got out anyway.
No, Brad. No, Brad. You are not gonna run nobody. Y'all the ones who wanted to start this daggone outlaw BXL with the carbon fiber chassis. Remember that?
Oh yeah,
And that's where it started.
yeah. But that was 5 years ago. I'm talking about we did it last year. We did the no bar stuff.
He said that was 5 years ago.
Hey, look here. I think I'm still King of the Hill champion on that, right? Oh, yes, I am.
Okay, anyway, moving along.
Oh, is that how it is, Brian?
No.
Okay.
Did you
Well,
win
let's
the
just
last
talk
one,
about
Drew?
Brian. Huh?
Did you win the last no bar race?
I did. Yes, I did.
I think he did.
Oh, I did. I mean, that's before, I lost my marbles and I went cuckoo just like the clock. You know what I'm saying? I just had to bow out,
Well, Lucas, here's the deal. You got access to an airport and you can run one race this way and another race that way. And Tamon likes to run foam tire. So there's a window of opportunity for you and Brad and then Tamon to do his thing going the other way. You can have 2 races going on one time. So you got this off season to talk about it.
If I can secure it for a whole weekend, I would like to do all of it, with foam tire, all of it, rubber tire stuff, bracket, index, outlaw, 220, e-slide, like make it the Mecca event.
Right.
If you have that kind of space, because it's just got to make the stars align for it. It's a very smooth, long, straight surface. It's very nice.
Preston, you don't want none of that, dog. You do not want none of that.
And you can pump them classes through too. The only class that takes forever is SE.
Yeah.
Preston, I don't have a bar on my direction.
You know
Facts.
what I mean?
Facts.
Yeah.
Hey, Brad, you be sitting around like, oh man, can we hurry this up, please?
Oh. It takes 25 minutes to heat your tires.
Hey, you know how that is.
You're in the pits heating your tires, then you come up to the table, you smoke. I get high in my trailer because I got my table set up out here.
All that smoke.
Damn.
Hey, look, it's so crazy. They went from heat guns to straight torches.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, by the way, Lucas, congratulations on your 197. Your boy,
I appreciate that.
Your boy Brian he ain't say nothing.
There was nothing.
Yeah, I mean,
One thing it was about was the Brian Vinny show. And
Yeah,
you think he was the only person that raced in SoMod?
No, he didn't.
We mentioned you. I made sure you were mentioned.
Drew mentioned me last week.
Thank you.
I ran the 197 first. Thank you, Drew. I appreciate that.
We were going to wait and bring me and Cece had decided to wait and bring it up when Brad and all of us was here.
I told Vinny, I said the whole show was about him. He didn't even play the video once. He played it twice. He made Cece play it twice. Ridiculous.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you what, sir, and again, you guys, and down there, with Brad and them, that VXL class, I think it's the move. I really do. I like it. I can't do it, and I still like it, but because of the thought that goes into it, trying to make horsepower with limited power is awesome. I think that's awesome. Oh yeah, guys, we haven't been hitting up the people on the just asking questions. Sup, Travis? What'd he say? Charlotte, November the 8th.
Yep, big bracket race.
Yeah, he got a big bracket race down there. RC House of Hook.
I haven't even heard of it. I need to get
Hey,
back.
Brad,
Luke's
when your
one of the
when your next
sponsors for
race
that
Sunday?
Yes.
What's that?
Your next race on Sunday, right?
Yeah, it's the King of the Hill.
And Luke, you after that, right?
Yep.
Oh, Lucas, you made a change for the last race. You want to tell it?
For the 24th race, yeah, I just made it open prep. We've been strictly PJ1 this season. Despite my best efforts to get guys to detune, you don't need to leave at 80% on PJ1. It just quite a few have complained, and it's saying, "Oh, I can't get out of the line with PJ," and so open prep event. I like how Brad does his grooves. He's got an open prep groove. He's got a space for the VXL cars, which is like just your PJ1 or your bug guts type deal. And then you got dry tires. We're going to do the same thing at this event. I'm not saying I'm going away from PJ1 permanently because I still, do believe in it for saving the spot because our previous seasons, the high school was getting very, very mucky. But We haven't had as many races this year because of my schedule, and I think we can allow one.
What Leo say? Who did David Letterman?
Dang.
Oh my
Hey,
God.
just FYI, y'all got like 20 more minutes. Just FYI.
Yeah,
We already kind of.
Hey, look. Hey, but I will put this shameless plug in while we in here. I'm gonna get with I'll give y'all some more information, but like hey man, if y'all can make it down to 13th and 14th for September down in Smithfield, come on down because we can be running, like I said, we're gonna be running like 8 or 9 classes that weekend. It's gonna be a nice full weekend of racing. I'm about to put the flyer out, the official flyer out. I put the teaser out the last couple weeks, but come on down and hang out with us, man. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have our 2-wheel drive transmission stuff. We're gonna have the bracket racing. We're gonna have 220 index. We're gonna be running the foam tire stuff. You know, the 110 scale stuff, the 17 scale stuff. We're gonna have a grudge race shootout, so any car can enter that in. We actually gonna have the 4-wheel drive class we're gonna be running as well. And we're gonna be running the E-slide. So we're gonna have 9 classes. We got a good amount of guys coming up from Florida that's gonna be running like front wheel drive, E-slide, and the bracket and stuff like that. So if y'all ain't got nothing on y'all calendars, man, come show us some love, baby.
I got a question for you, Timon.
What's
That
up?
2-wheel drive transmission class, I can run a 4S battery in it?
Run anything you want. You can run 8 if you want to.
Yeah, I'm just saying, SE on a Ghost with 4S and foam tire.
Run anything you want. And I'm be honest with you, Luke, there's been guys like literally, they've come out there with their rubber tires on their car. They put foam tires on their car at the track, and within like 5 passes, 6 passes, they was going down the track running like 1.6s, 1.5s with just 5 or 6 passes, just swapping the foams over on the cars or whatever. So it's not even, you know, and Petway can probably speak to it, but it's not a lot. Like, you don't have to do a lot to swap over from rubber to foam. Like, if anything, you might have to turn the car up a little bit more.
It's not a problem.
You know, like, but seriously, you can swap it over. I probably say on average, within 5 to 15 passes on average, you should be able to go down the track and run in the 1.6, 1.5 range with your, if not faster, with your SE car.
Look, you know what I'm thinking? We put the foam tires on there and go.
I don't know what you're saying about 160. I'm shooting 120s.
Oh yeah, I feel you. I mean, the record right now is like I said, I think Jimmy Payne put something in the notes.
144 is what he said.
Yeah,
here's my logic.
Yeah,
that's all I know. A rubber tire 2S car to go high 1.3s. I think I can get a foam tire 4S SE car to go 120s.
Hey, ain't nothing to it but to do it, baby.
I want to come.
Oh yeah, hey Jimmy, I see you this year, dude.
Hey,
in that 7 scale stuff. Big ups, boy. Jimmy doing his thing.
Jimmy rolling. Hey, I'm gonna tell y'all something though. I know some of y'all, you know, SE diehards, but y'all gotta admit, man, to see one of them 13, 12 pound 1.7 scales go down the track at 1, 2, 3 at 112 mile an hour, man, that shit is impressive, man.
I'm scared to death, dog. That's a bullet. That don't come off the track.
That shit is crazy.
I don't like the way they look. That's why I can't get in the 7 scale.
You want some more real scale bodies?
Yeah. So what's stop?
If it looked like a drag car, I'd be all about it. That's my only thing about them.
They out there. They just ain't. I don't know. People just got the dome thing in their mind that's the only thing that you can go super duper duper. I mean, I don't know. Maybe there's some other. There's a lot of other bodies out there. I just haven't seen anybody like really commit to like trying to get them down the track that fast.
Right. But it might be question, T. So, other than grudge racing, could a 10 scale SE foam car run in the 7 scale class?
You said other than what?
Other than like just a grudge race with somebody, could an SE style foam tire car run in the 7 scale class?
In the 7 scale class,
no. Would it be allowed?
You can't run that.
No, you can't run the 10 scale in the 7 scale class. But
why not?
We do have a class called the grudge race shootout class.
Okay.
And that's a run with you brung class. So it's 7 scales, 10 scales, you know, 2-wheel drive transmission, Anybody can enter that, and that class is free. Like you win a little trophy, a little muscle man trophy. There's no entry fee. It's free.
Johnny gonna put his rail in there on foam tires. We'll be running 119s.
Hey, all jokes
You say
aside,
190s, Drew?
I said
I feel-
119, sir.
190?
119 with a 9.
All right.
I called Chuck out with a DR10 in that class.
What Carlo was saying right here, don't you? Actually on phones, you need to turn the car down. CC was running 1.3s.
Yeah, D1 racing, I have to disagree with you, man. Like that's not the case in all situations. I've been running foam tires for about 15 years, and sometimes depending on your setup and what type of chassis platform you got, it may cause for you to turn the car down a little bit than what you're normally running. But I've seen foam tire cars that you need to jack them guys up, man. So it depends on your setup. Like Luke was even saying, if you got like a Go setup, then you're going to set that up a little differently from if you got a Mama Monster 8S or Mama Monster 6S Red X or whatnot.
Wow.
I think y'all should race it out. I think y'all should race it out.
You talking? They're talking. They brought their SC car in, and they got the tuning part of it down. And if they can marry that with the phone,
ain't nothing to do but to do it. Just bring it down and race it out. Race it out. That's grudge racing. I mean,
I will tell y'all this though. You know, it's gonna rub some of these ghost folks the wrong way. But I would tell you this. Right now, the fastest 7 scale is not a Ghost RC system. You know what I'm saying? Like most of the systems that's running the high, mid, and low 1.2s right now are, you know, your standard 8S, you know, Castle X's or whatever, and then your XL2s and stuff like that. Not saying that, you know, they won't get down there, because they will get down there. There's been a couple of them get down there, but for me, it has to be a performance advantage for me. Like if I'm running the regular stuff that we normally been running, and I'm running low 1.2s, mid 1.2s, then me personally, from a budget standpoint, you know, I'm not spending almost $400 just to swap over an ESC just to say, you know, I got a new ESC or I'm on a new fad. So, you know, it may be a little bit more efficient. You know, obviously a sensor system is going to run more efficiently, especially off the line, than a non-sensor system. So in that perspective, it's a better setup. But from a perspective of just running them raw numbers like that, you don't have to have a Ghost, you know, 5 ESC to be able to run the numbers like that.
That sounds like a challenge to all y'all out there. Lucas.
we need to put our foam tires on and get
I mean, they're sitting right here. It's just got to put them on the car.
The beautiful thing about
try to
putting
show up
foam
to that
tires
Smithfield
on.
race.
Hey, Luke, I got an idea too, but I ain't gonna put it out here on the World Wide Web though. But I'll talk to you. I'm gonna talk about something I'm working on. You know.
Hey, Trail. They invite you too. Don't think you left out. Come on. Hey, Johnny, we're gonna put foam tires on your rail. We're gonna run 119, baby. Let's get it.
Come on, that
in
race
that
in
class.
Smithfield. Is that Saturday?
No, I'm
and
gonna run
Sunday?
190s with it.
Yeah, it's Saturday and Sunday. Okay. And I think I'm gonna switch up. I'll announce some stuff in the next week and a half or whatever. But I think I'm gonna switch the lineup a little different for the last race, as far as like trying to mirror like setups and like, you know, cars and foam versus rubber and all that stuff. I'm gonna do something a little different in the next race, but I'll let everybody know when I do my live though.
Ooh, CC coming to Smithfield. Sound like a challenge, sir. Sound like she just called you out.
Good, she can give me a bass tune.
Oh, she just called you out.
Bass tune. Yeah, it's gonna be some fun, man. So
yeah,
but
yeah, it's always a good time.
Real quick, we get off. Oh, Drew, don't forget, real quick, I want to say congratulations to the GLD race winners again for the third race in a row. DRC guys, Ken Loopy and Rick Talbot taking first and second yet again. So congratulate those guys. Good job.
I tell you what, behind the lines, people throwing these personal shots with these knives and stuff, they jabbing. I like to see it. I miss this. This is great. This is great.
The guys did their job. I just congratulate them.
He said,
them dudes have been lights out, man.
Yeah, they are.
Oh my gosh.
He didn't say they won. He said they won for the third time again.
It's true.
That's what I'm
He-
talking about, bro. And then he put his
inspired
arms
that
up so
joint.
you can see his shirt.
And he did it all calm too, Drew.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He be throwing them shots, boy.
It was like,
Brian is the most passive aggressive son bitch I've
Yeah.
never seen, boy.
And then he made sure he leaned back in the chair and stretched out
So you can see his shirt.
Exactly.
His shirt. You know? Hey, look,
I tell
Vinny.
you what,
That's
boy.
what you look like, Vinny. Look.
Hey, look,
Your
Vinny
head's
trying
not
to
big
stick
enough,
his
come
arms
on.
out so
You
you
ain't
can
ever
see
get
it.
that look.
Oh man.
there you go, Leo. Unstoppable.
Oh man, it's been a great time. But
Okay, you're the end this one.
yeah, we got to gear to go. Everybody's got to go to bed.
Yes.
Lucas, I think you got an event coming up. You want to talk about that? The you sponsoring the Hillbilly, right?
Yeah,
Title sponsor
so
the Hillbilly.
couple
Okay.
events. We've got our local event coming up on the 24th, the summer meltdown event, running bracket 220 index, limited street, outlaw and outlaw VXL. It's on our Facebook page, Luke's Hobbies. You can see the event details there. And then we are the title sponsor for the Hillbilly Nationals coming up September 5th and 6th at Shadyside. That's a full prep track. Highly encourage guys to come out to that and hang out. So that's run by the Buffs, Lenny and Zach and the gang there. They are tried and true drag racers. It is their facility. They 100% know how to run a very good, very efficient race. You've got nice bathrooms, nice concession stands, the absolute best track maintenance and the most consistent, smooth as glass track you will ever run on. Promise that. Super fun time. Come and hang out with your buddies and have fun. We're going to camp there for the weekend. So just come say hi, hang out with us. I'll have the Luke's trailer there. We're bringing lots of parts. Plan to have a fun time. So.
That's right. They family. Brad, you got a race coming up this weekend again. It's King of the Hill, right?
King of the Hill this Sunday. It's the fifth year, fifth or sixth. I
Yep.
can't remember. But yep, so it's King of the Hill. It's like our big SE race, outlaw race. So we're doing A, B brackets for top outlaw SE, and then A and B brackets for outlaw VXL. Then we're going to run our cheap street class, 220, 350 bracket. That's our class. This track will be high at 8 o'clock. First round, 11:30-ish in that area. About 90% sure we have a food truck coming, like chicken and ribs, burgers, barbecue truck. Should be a good time. Weather looks pretty good, a little bit hotter than last time, but it's nothing crazy. So we should be good to go. Hopefully it'll be a good turnout, good times, as always.
Absolutely. B Rad, what's up? Family, Low Laces, what's up, baby? I'll be down there, yo. I'll be down there. E, when's your next race, sir?
Yeah, it's the September 13th and 14th race. On that Friday, DJ has he's running an E-Slide race on Friday night. He'll also have the hobby shop open for everybody to come in and do their thing. He got slot car stuff as well and some crawler stuff that he be having going on. Saturday and Sunday is the race. Like I said, we're running 9 classes that weekend. It's going to be something for everybody. We got food coming out that'll be out there on Saturday and Sunday. And looking to do something a little different with the classes to maximize everybody's performance overall. Got a lot of giveaways, man. We got some batteries we giving away. We got tires. We got ESCs. We got a lot of different little stuff that we're trying to do for this race. And I just want to give a shout out to DJ from RC Hobby Nook because he's the Extravaganza Nationals title sponsor for this race. But I also want to give a shout out to Art at RC Speed Secrets. Because the Extravaganza Nationals race itself in September is presented by RC Speed Secret. So y'all make sure y'all hit up rcspeedsecret.com and get some of the baddest bearings in the game and show my man Art some love. And make sure y'all show my man DJ at Hobby Nook some love. He's staying open till about 11 to 12 on Saturday to make sure everybody got everything they need. So hope to see y'all. Track will be hot at 8 o'clock in the morning on Saturday. And we'll go until we finish that day. And then it'll be hot again on Sunday at 8. And we look to kind of wrap things up around the 4-ish, 5 o'clock is time frame on Sunday and call it a season.
That's what I'm talking about. Hey, CC, it's good. That's that's a freebie for you. I knew once I put you in that challenge that he was gonna say he was going. So this is real. Y'all gonna have to race that 2-wheel drive transmission thingy. Yeah, they coming for you, E. So
When Lucas do it, I'm gonna do it.
Go.
You need to bring that East. He need to bring that East slide out. Stop playing.
Yeah.
He posted pictures of an East slide for 5 months. Ain't raced once.
Hey, yeah, I've done some testing in private, man. I can.
Man, all you gotta do,
bring it out in public, and you
just call, man. All you gotta do is pick the
hold
phone
on.
up and call,
Let me show y'all something. I'm gonna show you
That's
something.
it,
I know
man.
Johnny gonna be like, that ain't it, but it is it. Hold on.
Drew,
Hey,
we gotta end this show. What are you doing?
Luke, what platform you running on your E-Slide? Or you want to just send it to me in the messenger?
It's the Fortec. The Traxxas Fortec.
Oh,
I'm just overpowering stuff. I want to,
Yeah,
It's
I can
all
get you
wheel
in the.
drive. I want to.
I can get you in the teens in 24 hours.
Luke got an SC tune in that thing, man.
Exactly. That shit's on 3S and maxed out, man. I'm like, all-wheel drive, pow.
All right, so yeah, so me and Johnny, we've been round track racing. So here's my round track car. Okay,
sure.
I'm gonna just
Turn
show
your
y'all.
with the background, man.
Yeah, turn your
Y'all
background.
boys need to get
You
the
gotta turn your
dirt
background
going
off.
in circles.
There we go,
yeah.
right there. That's just for my round track. Okay,
That was all
Yeah.
that.
here go my E-slide. See, I've been working on it, but I ain't been saying nothing. It's right here.
Is that just a rear axle? What was that?
No.
You said a rear axle.
That's the whole. I don't know what's going on with the camera, dog. This
You
is the
have
whole
to
car.
cut the background off.
I can't.
It's the
I
whole.
can't
It's the
do
whole
all that.
car.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've been working on it. I'm not gonna tell y'all nothing. I'm just
Hey,
gonna
Drew
show
won
y'all.
him an E-Slide race back in 2019. He
I
did.
got- I just got me a motor and stuff. Yup.
Yeah.
Well, no, I'm sorry. Yeah, that was the first one of your races I came to, and Drew had won. And then when I saw him again a couple years later, I said, "Man, every time I see you, you winning." He laughed.
Hey, I tell you what, he gave away the biggest and best damn trophies. I got a room full of almost 4 foot tall trophies, dog. Like this.
Like
I got it on my thing, bro. It's like I was when people be like, I don't want no trophy. I don't want to race with no trophy. And then when you win it and it's in your hand and you be walking by, oh God, I want one of them. Oh, you got to come to the race.
Yeah,
It lasts forever, man.
Hey, that money be gone on the way home, Brad. Hey, look. When I won that bracket race up at your spot a couple months ago.
Yep.
Oh yeah, hey yo, check this out. Hey, I want to get this. Hey yo, put this in the cart real quick. Yeah. By the time I got home, it was like, damn.
Yeah. Did I win anything?
Damn. Where'd it go?
Oh, wait a minute. I think I was the runner-up. Oh, that was 2 years ago. I was the runner-up in the bracket race at King of the Hill. Shush.
Yeah, man.
And
hey,
then
look, Luke, who would ever thought that rubber tires would have been on a prep track? Drew, you remember when we did that 4 or 5 years ago? Everybody was in an uproar.
Yeah,
no,
that was
on prep. No, we ain't running street eliminations on prep. Now look, see what I'm saying?
Yeah, now look. I was main one.
That way.
Man, 132 foot prep track, boy. People, hey, look, there was SE guys not coming to the races we was having. It's like, man, nah, they running on prep, yo. We ain't running on no prep.
This ain't how SE go. This ain't. Look, I'm gonna tell you something. We started when we was in the 804. We started on foam tire, and then we decided to go to rubber tire because it was the national way to race it. But we raced at ease. We were running still slow though, but we were running like 2-0. And everybody had their chest poked out like this. You can't touch us, dog. But yeah, that's where we started at. Now look at you.
Here
Travis,
full circle, about to put the foam tires back on.
About to put the foam tires back on.
Travis, shut up. I'll believe it when I see it.
What Travis say?
Man.
Hey Travis, I need one of them hat things, Travis.
Anthony, you put it up?
We doing the same thing. Yeah, I'm clicking to put it up and you clicking to close it out.
Okay. Gotcha.
Oh.
Yeah,
you
man,
coming?
appreciate y'all.
Hey, Travis don't even know tomorrow.
And Brad, y'all keep doing y'all's thing, man. Y'all good shit, bro.
All right, fam.
Yeah. Yes, sir. And
we'll talk to you.
I know I'm very privileged. All of you guys are like within an hour and 45 minutes away, so
that's not nice.
Yeah. Oh,
I'm blessed.
Ooh.
Man, that's
Hey, you know why he said that? Because you did like this.
Yeah, because you over there flexing. You over there flexing.
I mean, Travis, we can do a grudge race, me and you, but you got to tune your own car.
What y'all gonna grudge race? Y'all gonna run on foot?
Whoa. Hey, we gonna
He didn't say that on national podcast TV, did he?
Brian, that is uncalled for. That is
you wrong for that, Vinny.
Boy.
You got an understanding, so he's good. He's cool.
Wait,
Oh, so now you gonna try to play it off as an understanding?
Oh wow.
Does that mean I'm not tuning Benny's car?
Yeah, apparently not.
That would be a good SE race one time.
Oh
Everybody brings their radios to the tent trailers. It gets set factory default. ESC gets set factory default.
I would love that.
Then you got,
let's go.
we'll say 15, 20 minutes to put a tune in your radio and car.
I love it.
It ain't gonna take you 3.
Without, you know what I mean? Your own person. You can't have nobody, no cell phones.
3
and
minutes.
everybody whispering at you. See who
Hey,
can
Brad, people be doing that, Brad. They be like this at the racetrack. Hey, yo, I just got out of round number 1. You know what I'm saying? The car spin a little bit at the 5-foot mark. It went left a little bit, maybe a little preload on the left.
Hey, look, I am not messing with y'all because y'all is starting a whole bunch of mini fires right there.
I like that, Brad. We got to do that. I like that.
Brad Walter cannot participate. Brad Walter, you gonna race direct that day.
I'll do it. I think that'd be
bad.
awesome.
Hey, Brian, I don't know if you saw that, but Travis said he wanted to know against you.
He is
big dog.
He is.
That's what he said. Big dog.
Well, he said, "Why you talking all this smack? And he did already beat you."
I got to get it back.
Okay.
But he knows what happened that day that he beat me. My car broke.
Hey.
Oh, come on, Vinny.
I know what Vinny. The green light came on his
side. You killed it, Vinny. Don't do it.
The green light came on his side. Ooh.
Can we bleep that out like we in the courtroom? Can we strike that from the records, y'all?
Lucas closes out. This is getting out of hand.
Oh man.
I just want to say
out, man.
thanks for having us on here, having me on here. Come out and support. You know, if you need help trying to get a local club going, you got some really good support here amongst the DMV area. We're very blessed that we've got the best race directors, in my opinion, with Damon and Brad. The best group of racers as well that are supportive and want to help, grow the local club. So there's a lot of knowledge in this area, and we want to share that knowledge and help others. So if you're interested in starting a local club, interested in or have questions on like what kind of rules or classes or suggestions, reach out to one of us. We'll be glad to help any way we can to help that grow for you.
And
that's awesome,
guys. Lucas said something that was key. We're all running the same stuff in the same classes. You can travel anywhere and just jump in their class and run and not have to worry about changing a bunch of stuff.
That's the key.
Keep it simple.
Yeah, I'll just also say that what T-Money said earlier too about the no stress racing, the Team NSR stuff. That is a different way of putting it. You just want to go hang out with your buddies, an excuse to go hang out with your buddies because that's when you have fun, right? You want an excuse to get away from the madness and the real world and go do something fun with your buddies, and that's what this is.
And have your friend Brian take shots at people on the side. I tell you
all the time.
Brian,
imagine traveling with him.
I'm gonna give Brian a trophy because Brian is the side shot king, boy. He can hit you with an uppercut you don't even see coming. I tell you. But here go another one, real quick, and I'm gonna let it go. Brad, how many VXLs y'all got down there, like on a consistent basis?
Consistent base, I'd say 6.
6, okay. Yeah. And then
now the last couple races, Lucas and Vinny and
Travis,
a couple of their other guys
Dylan
have been running them.
Yeah. So how many y'all got, Lucas?
Oh gosh, I don't know, 8 to 10 maybe.
I'm not a good one to ask. I've only raced 3 times. That's my third race.
Yeah, as far as like local guys that are taking it serious and testing and racing here and so on, there's like 8 to 10 of us, something like that's running the class. And this is the first year we've ran Outlaw VXL in our area, and it's been fun.
And real quick, Lucas, what is it? you can run your.
So it's an outlaw car, carbon fiber chassis, pro mod body, whatever. But you've got to run either the Traxxas VXL ESC or the Spectrum ESC that came in the 22S. And then same thing with the motor, the Traxxas VXL 3500 kV Blue Can or the 6500 kV Spectrum motor. Right now, that hybrid combo, the VXL ESC and the Spectrum motor, has gone 197. It's the quickest I've seen that combo go. But keep in mind that it's very hard on the ESC and you can pop them very easily. So gear it high. Start in the upper 8s in the FDR.
Okay, gosh.
No. Start in the upper 8s FDR and start working your way down. Okay?
Ooh, you said too much.
You
You said too much. Vinny gonna get you at the shop tomorrow.
It's okay. I like to give stuff away because it helps grow the class. I don't like to keep secrets.
That's it. And that's what the barbershop is about.
Yep.
Hey,
And
I'll give you a quick VXL tune right now.
Get your pins out.
I went. This tune has been 203 here, 205 up at Gary Rose race up at Capitol. Been 204 up at Billy's. All right, this is a Sanwa radio. Sanwa.
Oh man.
All right.
Damn.
90 point, negative 30 forward, 150 EPA. Every time when I calibrate a VXL ESC, I don't know if it makes a difference. I put everything at 150, and I put the ESC in nickel metal mode, red light. And my thought process on that red light on nickel metal, because we tug these batteries so hard, it could hit that light cut off for a second. I don't know. That's how I've always done it. Now, I ran a Maverick car, DRC Maverick, had a TSG chassis plate. Had 70 weight shock oil in the rear, green custom work springs, 80 oil in the front, yellow springs, voodoo reds, medium foams.
He done gave away the entire
wheelie bar was a finger width off the ground.
He done gave away we didn't ask for all of that, sir.
Coat right down the middle of bug guts. Heat them with some tire bands. Oh, gear 6945.
Oh my God, Brad! You said we won't go discuss that.
6945.
That's for Blue Can only. Do not give the Spectrum motor like that.
That's all VXL. That's all VXL. That's not the hybrid. That's a VXL.
Yep.
Okay, guys. So what just happened here is something
that right now.
Yeah, you guys won't see this because as soon as we get off this, we're gonna delete this show. You will not be able to go back and watch this. Okay.
That was with the R1 13.5 battery. One of the heaviest you can get. I tried to knuckle up and one of them Laperians or whatever. And my cars have always gone fast with that R1 battery.
Run the biggest battery you can.
It's a monster. It's heavy. But like I said, that car's been 202 here, 204 at 410 spot, and 205 up at Capitol. All VXL.
I think one of them championships. I think it's time for a VXL championship. That's what I'm thinking. We need to have that. I'm gonna get in it, and I'm gonna come in a quick last, but I'm gonna.
But I know the baddest man is Mikey Mack. He's Sanwa radio with I think he's got a supercar now, but he's tuning his Sanwa. I don't want to tell you how, but it's different. And he's been a 202 here.
He'll tell you. He doesn't.
Yeah, you tell that on this. You tell that on this live broadcast. They might come get you.
I think when I did the track walk at your last race, Brad, because I went up in Mike's trailer. I think he gave away all that while I was talking to him on the live feed.
Okay, Lucas, you didn't tell me that. Thank you.
It's not my fault you didn't go back and watch it.
Hey, it's great to see you two guys back in action. I
can't stand him.
You gotta love him.
He was too busy making sure Brad was up there recording his 197 pass so he could play it 13 times on the
Brad, did I ask you to record that?
I got it.
We watched it like 14 times on the way home. That's all I heard.
That is not true.
Hey, Lucas, I did get a the little text message with that in there.
Oh, I know.
With no mention of you though.
Exactly. The video played, and then it was more texting for 2 hours straight. Texting.
Brad, Brad, tell him, isn't that something to be proud of? There,
Oh yeah,
Lucas is proud, but he
Man.
ain't getting no burn.
I want him to share his story. It's his deal.
That is true. Lucas, you
I
did
want
not.
I want him to let him have the spotlight on his own.
You didn't tell anybody. You didn't tell anybody. So, but I did hear about it. So congratulations to all you guys.
It's fun.
It is.
Yeah.
thank y'all.
All right, man. It's time to get out of here, you guys. Real quick, give us your closing statements. Let's all get ready for work in the morning, because without the job, none of this would be possible.
Yeah. Lucas already gave his, so we can go to T-Money.
Hey man, life is not your enemy, but your thinking can be. So think big. Courtesy of my man Bobby Diggs. Y'all be easy.
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right.
Now, just thank everybody for the support. You know, we took it over last year, took this club over, and it's been awesome. All the support, continued support, appreciate it. All just got to support each other and keep doing what we're doing in this area. You know, I think it's not going anywhere, so we just got to keep it where it's at. You know,
Absolutely. Tell them, Brad, without the racers, there are no races.
that's it.
So thank all of y'all for all the support.
Yep, definitely.
All right, Vinny, take it away. Wrap us up before Drew come up with another topic to discuss.
Like I always say, and I will continue to say this, and I know some people don't like the show because they're like, why are y'all talking about phone tire racing? But it's not what you race, it's that you race.
Oh, yeah.
And like
Very
Brad
well
Barton
put,
said,
Brian.
let's grow the hobby.
Very, very well. Let's give it up for Brian. He didn't slander anybody. He didn't stab anybody in the back on that.
Come on, Lucas.
Very nice.
Drew.
I race for DRC. I race for DRC.
All right.
Johnny, the
Thanks,
silent
guys.
but
Appreciate
deadly
you coming
one.
on. Oh, stay tuned next week. We're gonna have we got something interesting for you guys already lined up. Probably the next couple weeks, actually.
Uh-oh. The show
cut
is
Johnny
back, baby.
And we will post more to be able to get this thing shared, and we'll get you links out, guys. Thanks a lot. All right, Anthony, do your thing. Kill it.
Wait a minute. You gotta let Johnny do his stuff.
Okay. All right. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I went. Fuck everybody else. I went. Jesus.
No, Drew. I went.
Y'all, I got to deal with this all week long. Y'all lucky. Y'all get it like in 2-week doses or once a month doses.
Kill it, Anthony. Kill it.
Did you hear what he said while you was backstage? Did you hear that?
Yeah.
What?
Oh, you didn't hear that?
Hear what?
Oh, yeah. Let me leave that alone. You just need to talk to him in the morning.
The dial tone on the live feed. Kill it, Anthony.
Lucas knows I love him. You know.
Oh,
Johnny,
man.
go ahead, buddy. Go ahead, Johnny.
No, just go ahead, Anthony. Go ahead.
Man, I already got a text message like, "What are you up there doing? You about to wake the baby up?"
All right.
Oh man. No, we gonna say the best for last there since Johnny done told me to go. Hey, I appreciate y'all coming on. It's been a while since we've done a show, and I think a lot of us had some scheduling conflicts and different stuff and things going on in life, but we're back, and we couldn't have had a better first show, but bringing in three of the best to do it, and we appreciate y'all coming on, and hey, everybody have a good night.
Absolutely. Appreciate y'all, man. Y'all take care.
John, you want to go last? You want me to go ahead and go since you got the fastest rail in the country?
It's up to you, Bubba. It's up to you.
You got the fastest rail in the country. You get to decide what you want. You can do like Brian. I got the fastest rail in the country.
No, I don't pretty humble fella. I don't do that.
Same here, Donnie.
Oh, now you humble. All right, guys. Like Anthony said, we appreciate you guys tuning in. I know we haven't been on in a while. Like you said, scheduling conflicts. I had a big one. Hopefully that's behind me now. So hopefully I can come on regularly, guys, because I missed it. I missed talking to everyone, like Lucas said. It's about hanging out with your friends, and you also get to race toy cars. So, let's keep it going. I got to check to see if I still got any sponsors since I bowed out, but I'll check with you guys in a little while. But I love everybody out there, man. Keep doing it.
All right. Well, I'm just happy that we're back, and thank all three of you guys for coming on. Y'all do absolutely run the best programs in the country. If you're looking to start a drag racing club, you can model yourself after these three guys.
Talk to them.
And you have a successful race program. All my sponsors, thank you for sticking with me. Even though I haven't been drag racing because it's hot, I'll be back starting when I come back from Europe. So we'll be mid-September. You'll see me back in a drag race, but until then, I'm gonna be doing some road racing. So, and just remember, no matter where you go, there you are.
This man literally just thought he could sneak that in there and won't nobody gonna say nothing about it. The man said, "I'm going to Europe, and ain't nobody better die."
I did. No, I raised my brow.
Yeah. Thank you.
That's an off-screen conversation.
Yes, that's an off-screen conversation.
Hey, look, they're making it rain, baby. Him and Brian just make it rain. Brian, the only man I know with a six-figure fixed income. Six-figure fixed income.
Exactly.
That's Brian.
Tired.
Brian.
Tired.
Yeah.
Brian, I'm glad you don't believe this now. They are true.
That damn Brian.
Oh, man.
All right. Let's shut her down, boys. Let's go to bed.
Thanks, guys.
Thank y'all. Appreciate it.
Phone started jumping, what a day. Swear to God I need it, now I can't afford to wait. I just had a fan hit me up from Kuwait. Told him this would happen and we not a minute late. Seen him down bad, now they tryna hate. Same ones try to hit me for the raise. Got a mail, now they coming with a blaze. Check the numbers, fam, I swear I'm getting paid. I'm a Don just like the Perrier. It's one time when I'm looking at a face. On the low like I'm pushing up the pace. Come down and I'll meet him at a gate. Got a check and I bought myself a place. They get some money and they blow it on bait. I don't flex but I'm pushing all the weight. Told them all I swear I got it's what it takes. Phone started jumping, what a day. Swear to God I need it, now I can't afford to wait. I just had a fan hit me up from Kuwait. Told him this would happen and we not a minute late.